Hey guys, here's a vlog from college again. Obviously I'm actually in the office this time using a computer webcam because for some reason my Mac doesn't like to upload QuickTime films at the moment, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, so there should be a vlog with Badger soon, with Badger promoting, or as he calls it, shameless plugging of his latest YouTube channel, Badger and Hedgehog, which is where they're basically taking on PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 1 games, such as they're doing Rayman at the moment, and they basically just put their own spin on it and they play it and just have a general laugh with it really, and it's really funny. I've watched a couple of them, they're brilliant, so I'll put a link at the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to put a link at the bottom for the channel, so hopefully we can get some more subscribers, because that's what they like. So yeah, I interviewed him on Monday using QuickTime on my Mac, but obviously it's not uploading. It's really annoying me. So I'm going to have to fiddle with my Mac again in a minute after I've done this. So yeah, that'll be fun. Yesterday it involved Christmas shopping. Lots of Christmas shopping. I've managed to put quite a bit of dent into Josh's presents. I've got him a few things that he's asked for, so he ought to be happy. Got my sister-in-law's Christmas present. Got my Secret Santa present, which I think we're all bringing in them next week, because obviously next week I think is the last week of term, so that's when we're bringing the Secret Santa stuff in. What else did I get? I've got my carer's present. Got a nice bottle of wine. And I've got my other carer's present, some socks with Union Jacks on them, because he's very into that sort of stuff. Trying to think. And I've got my foster carer's present too. I'm going to make her a really nice hamper. So I've got like a tin of sweets, a tin of biscuits, some pie, lots of pie, some mince pies and fruit pie. I've got some sweet tubes for the kids, a big chocolate pudding and a tiny little Christmas pudding. And basically I'm just going to, and a couple of bottles of Schloss, I'm going to lob them into a basket with the help of my mother-in-law, wrap it all up, and I'm going to hopefully take it over next Tuesday, so that'd be nice. I think, so yeah, my hands were aching because I was just carrying so many bags, because I was idiot enough to think, I know, I'll do the Tesco shopping first, and then it meant I had to walk around Blimmin' Portsmouth with all these Tesco shopping bags. It wasn't very clever of me, but you know. So yeah, just look at my script. I can tick off Badger, tick off the Christmas shopping. Ha ha ha! This morning was an absolute laugh. I mean, I was sat there on the X4, I think, so I decided to take the Portsmouth way around to see what would happen. One of the girls that I find really irritating decides to join me and sits yakking on and on and on for a few minutes. She gets off at Portchester and there's me like, phew. So as I'm riding along down the motorway, I get a text message and I'm like, who could be texting me at this time? And it was my old ex-boyfriend slash now he's one of my good friends, Waggers. And I was like, oh, hello Waggers. And we start talking by text, obviously. And I'm sat on the bus freezing my arse off. And the conversation turns to Christmas shopping. And I sort of say I've bought all these people to buy for, including the in-laws. And he sort of says, well, I'm so glad I'm single then, because I only need to buy for my twin brother, my mum, and my dad. And I was like, oh, fair enough. And I said, well, I guess you had the last laugh then, because I always used to wind him up about being single, whilst I managed to get into a relationship quite quickly when I was at college. So he thinks it's absolutely hilarious that I have to buy all these presents. And I said to him, well, you know, it's great. It's kind of cool. And he goes, yeah, because the great thing is I'm going off for a gap year after college, and that means I get to spend 4 months in America. I could just hook up with an American girl. And there's me like, okay, I'm going to make a generalisation now, so any Americans who watch this, do not kill me. But in high schools anyway, you find that most of the girls are either, they look plastic, they act like complete bimbos, it's either that or they're super emo, thinking that they're werewolves or vampires and whatever, and they want to marry Edward Cullen, or they're just super nerdy. And I said to him, I actually told him, I dare you to go to America, find a decent girl who isn't any of the above, and obviously give her something. I thought he was going to take offence. Oh no. He texts me back, challenge accepted. Oh my god, I've never laughed so hard on the bus. Oh, waggers, oh, waggers. So yeah, waggers, if you are watching this, game on. I want a photo. Not obviously if you two obviously getting it on, that would be gross. Obviously we had this discussion as well, because he goes, oh, I'll send you a photo to prove it. And there's me like, I'd rather you didn't. And then he replies, well, of us two together with our clothes on. Although if she's a Californian beach babe, then she's going to be in a bikini. And I said to him, but aren't most Californian beach babes of the description I said that you shouldn't, you know, shag as part of the dare? And he goes, meh, I'll still be having sex with an American girl, so you can't really complain. I was like, fair enough. So yeah, that really put a spring in my step for some really bizarre reason. Oh my god. So I texted Josh a bit later, and I sort of said, you never guess who I spoke to, and who I've got a dare with about shagging an American girl. And he goes, Chris? And I was like, yeah, Waggers. He goes, oh, that one. Oh, lol. And I'm like, oh my god, I hope Waggers actually does this and becomes a guest on this vlog and explains the whole shenanigan, because that would be brilliant. Anyway, so that's my bet with Waggers, so I can tick that off the script. Apparently, when I left college on Monday, there was a huge mystery occurred the next day when I wasn't in. Apparently there was a load of muffins mushed into the carpet, and there was just general prattling around. So Liz is deciding to crack down on it, and she's gonna like cordon off the pool table and only let people who are gonna play pool, which is only 2 people, into the pool area, because it's just getting ridiculous to the point of it being so stupid now that she's going to have to be really strict and put these things into place. Which is a shame, because most people who hang around near the pool table are usually quite sensible. It's just the minority who are prats and cause misery for everybody else, which is quite selfish actually. So yeah, I can tick that off. So Liz has gone off to look at some CCTV footage to find out who the culprits were about the muffin. She's going to talk to security and everything else to make sure that this sort of thing doesn't happen anymore, because we are all getting fed up with the behaviour in the coffee house, because people are just being so stupid and it's just ruining it for everybody else who wants to just hang in there and enjoy some time off with the idiots in lessons. But the idiots in lessons end up coming into coffee house and it defeats the entire object. So coffee house is meant to be a haven, as it were, but it's just turned into a madness. So, which is obviously why we're putting our foots down now. So, be warned: if you want to prat around in the coffee house, you're not allowed to anymore. Simple as. So yeah, I'm going to put a link down for Badger and Hedgehog. I'm hopefully going to get some writing done. I might as well mention briefly the carol service and how it went. Unfortunately, nobody heard the readings that I wrote because of the fact that some people decided not to fit in any decent microphones. Only one reading was heard because the person's voice was able to project through the church, but none of the other readings were, or even any of the people acting at the front could be heard, and it really annoyed us. Because we weren't able to have a tech rehearsal simply because the church were being quite difficult with us and were refusing to give us the time to have a tech rehearsal. So quite a few things went wrong. There was things like certain carols that shouldn't have been played first were played. There was a few technical difficulties with the lyrics and the music and the mics and just general. It was just really annoying. But that said, we managed to get quite a bit of money for the charities, though, because a couple of mums put in £5 notes, which was quite kind of them. So hopefully I'll be able to send a nice fat cheque to Special Effects. That would be really nice to do, actually, because they were so nice to us to give us respect. I would have one, but one of the kids lost the one that I gave them, so I ended up giving them my one. So yeah, I don't have a nice wristband to show you guys, unfortunately. I would if I had one, but obviously I don't. So yeah, that's how the church service went. Thank God I'm not doing it next year, because I think it's Scout Fellowship's turn to do it next year. It's going to be all boring, and even so, I'm not going to be in Hampshire anyway, because I'm going to be at university by then, and none of the unis I've applied to are in Hampshire. Thank God. So yeah, I guess I'm going to wrap this up now, and I'll see you guys later.